It is 1:41 and I'm at the Cottonwood Pass trailhead for Memorial Day weekend. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going. I have some ideas, but it's gonna depend on, what conditions I find when I'm out here. So I'm coming up to this junction, and my stretch goal is to start out going to Cottonwood Pass to the right and come out at Trail Pass. Oh, I'm seeing my first snow patches over here. So I'm sure there's more to come higher up. Here's Trail Peak and Horseshoe Meadows. And I'm walking over here toward Cottonwood Pass. Here's the first patch of snow in the trail. The trees smell really good. Nice to be back out here. I think I'm gonna be going around a lot of these little snow patches. I do have some extra gear that I'm carrying on this trip because of early season conditions. So I have micro spikes, I have an ice axe, I brought my inflatable sleeping pad, and I do have some extra clothes as well. Also brought the pee bottle in case it's really cold or freezing outside or raining and I don't want to get up and leave the tent in the middle of the night. Trail's been flat so far, but I think pretty soon we're gonna start climbing up to the pass. Here's a view looking back toward Horseshoe Meadows and climbing. Oh, there's another little section of trail that's also a creek. So the trail goes into this pretty good size, kind of steep-ish snow patch. So I'm just scrambling up in the rocks here. Go this way. Getting close to the top of the pass. There's where I came from. And I believe this is the pass, so I'm just gonna find a way through these rocks. Alright, so there's Cottonwood Pass. So here's the junction. So if you go right, you can go toward Rock Creek, Chicken Spring Lake, and I'm gonna go left here to Big Whitney Meadow and Rocky Basin Lakes. Cottonwood Pass. Starting to get views of where I'm heading. Just first marmot of the trip. Couldn't get a video, but I was excited. And yeah, just descending a bunch down to the meadows. This is Stoke Stringer. The switchbacks are just going along right next to the creek. That's where the trail crosses, kind of wide. And I'm just gonna cross right here. So I was pretty tired earlier today before I started the hike and I didn't know how I was gonna hold up, but yeah, feeling surprisingly good. Just feels good to be out here. I haven't seen too many people. Well, I haven't seen any people since Cottonwood Pass. There's a big kitty around here. I have a healthy respect for mountain lions, and I know they're around, and I know they see us all the time. I've never seen one. I hope not to have any encounters with mountain lions. So here's the meadow. Looks like time for a crossing. Could be the end of dry feet. We'll see. Okay, so I just hopped across right here. Feet are still dry for now. Back on dry ground for now. Coming up to more meadow here. There's some rocks at this crossing. That's nice. So the trail's just a stream now. It's about the mileage I was aiming for, but it's almost 6:30, so I think I'll keep going. We got some more rocks here. Hopefully I can cross on those. Made it across. Loving the rocks to hop on. Starting to see some different mountains over there. Taking my first break of the day. This food is really good. It's couscous with lupini beans and olives and some lemon and bouillon. And almost forgot olive oil. Also forgot there's pistachios. It's really good. Oh, I guess I'm at the junction for Rocky Basin Lakes. Cool. Going up some switchbacks. Haven't seen any mosquitoes yet today. I was hoping it was too early for them. Fingers crossed that continues through the weekend. So this is like the final stretch to Rocky Basin Lakes. Hoping to check those out in the morning. Looking for a campsite. Getting some pink sky. I'm in my tent and I am all ready for bed. I hiked about 10.9 miles today and I'm gonna get up in the morning and hike up to Rocky Basin Lakes. There's my campsite. Kind of at the end of a little canyon. Definitely had it all to myself. I am all packed up. Just started walking about 8:50 and now I'm just making my way back to the trail and then I'll go to Rocky Basin Lakes. The trail at this point is pretty faint and we're getting into some snow patches again. This is Berrigan Stringer and I'm going to be following it up to the lakes. This is a nice surprise. There's actually a sign. Horse trail to the left, foot trail to the right. So I'm going to take the trail to the right, which is, I think it's supposed to be 0.9 miles. And the horse trail is like 2.5. So this section, it's not really trail. Mostly just follow the creek. No, it's just bushwhacking and rock hopping. There's a pond on the way to Rocky Basin. Smells really good walking by the creek. Smells kind of minty. I see a sign. This is exciting. I think I'm getting to the lakes. They look mostly frozen. I just saw a pika. See if it comes out. I'm gonna have to check back for pikas in a little bit. I think they saw me and ran off. Here's a pano of Rocky Basin Lake. There are more lakes, a few more over that saddle, but I'm just gonna visit this one this time. I think I'll find a nice sunny spot to sit and have lunch. Got a wrap with mustard and plant-based jerky and cheese, and then awesome view for my lunch. I'm heading out of Rocky Basin Lakes. I haven't seen any more pikas, but I'm glad to know they're here. You can hear the water flowing under the rocks at the outlet. I'm taking a higher line from the creek on the way back. Still not a trail, but a little bit less bushwhacking. So I'm back at the area where I camped. From here, I'm gonna head toward Tunnel Meadows. I'm gonna follow Golden Trout Creek. I read somebody's trip report saying that that could be quite deep or not crossable in the early seasons. And across this, first little wildflowers I'm seeing. I think the trail, if there is one, might be under the snow to my right. I think I'm back on trail for a moment. Trail did not last long. Oh, is that trail? Just my first other person on the trail for today. I didn't know if I would see anybody. And he was coming towards me, so I asked him about the big creek crossing later on, and he made it sound not too scary. That's good. All right, Rocky Basin Lakes, Big Whitney Meadow, Tunnel Station. So I'm heading toward Tunnel. Some fish. This section has been more of a consistent trail, easier to follow, so that's nice. So I made it across. It actually was really not bad. Look at these rocks, pretty cool formation, and then Kern Peak in the background. Tunnel Meadows, more rocks. It's much drier on this side. All the washes have been dry, so I'm actually out of water. There is water right here, but there's so many willows. I'm hoping there'll be a way to access the water soon. Yay, I see water. This is the South Fork of the Kern River. Some more cute flowers. It's a nice spot. I think I'll have a little break here, eat some food. I've got grits with kale chips and plant-based bacon bits and bouillon and olive oil. My water filter has gotten just painfully slow, so I'm gonna have to work on that. So I've been walking up this little canyon next to the creek. I see blue sky. Yay. Been climbing up this sandy hillside. It's kind of a slog. Bullfrog Meadows. Uh-oh. More boggy meadow. I was able to get across this one over these logs. And another one. Oh. Looks like a giant sand dune ahead. A lot of the trail has been very sandy today, but this is just a whole lot of sand. So much sand. More bog. I'm gonna see if there's any alternative. Okay, I crossed here instead. Had to do kind of a long jump, pole vault type of thing, but I'm across. One more. Look at this meadow. Big meadow. I think this is going to be my campsite. Still getting things set up inside the tent. Gotta blow up my sleeping pad. Had to dump a whole bunch of sand out of my shoes. Gonna show a blister. If you don't want to see it, look away. Yeah, I guess that's what I get for going out a little too hard on my first backpack of the season before my feet are quite ready for it. I meant to hike like 9 miles today, but I think I accidentally hiked like 15 or 16 miles. I was kind of dragging toward the end and I was like, why am I so tired? But I guess I hiked a lot farther than I thought. I can hear some frogs outside while I'm blowing up my mattress. And the pillow. And my grody socks. I guess that's from walking through creeks and walking in sand all day. That'll give you blisters. Just put on my clean and dry pair of socks, so happier feet. Ready to listen to Harry Potter audiobook, get real cozy, and go to bed. Good night, everybody. Good morning. I'm packing up. Didn't sleep great again. You see a little puppy. And tried to sleep in as late as I could. My knee is feeling pretty sore and stiff. I put a nice band-aid on my toe, so hopefully that's gonna help. I only have about 4 miles or a little bit more today, So it's about 2 miles to Trail Pass, and then another 2 miles or so back to Horseshoe Meadows. All right, I'm all packed up. My campsite behind me. So I rinsed out my filter. Gonna see if it works any better, because it was crazy slow. Still pretty slow. Making the climb up to Trail Pass, slow and steady. My knee and my toe are feeling pretty good, all things considered. So I'm just gonna keep putting one foot in front of the other, and every step is getting me closer to where I'm going. It actually got warm enough that I'm taking some shade breaks when I have the chance. Shade is great. I like to be in the shade. What songs do you sing to yourself? Getting some views down to Rocky Meadows. Camped just above there last night. I'm not sure if this is a false summit or maybe I'm getting close to the pass. It was not a tease. This is the pass. Actually looks like there's a nice spot to camp on this pass if you wanted to. We're at Trail Pass. So Horseshoe Meadow, that's where we're going. Rocky Meadow, that's where we came from. And then the PCT also crosses right here. It's not a very dramatic pass, more of a saddle. There's the 360. I think I'll stop and have a little break. There's still some snow up here on Trail Pass. This is a new pass for me. Never been up here before. This looks like a great sitting rock. Calling my name. Gonna have some celebratory pass gummies, and I have some ramen with some veggies. Just started heading down. Woo. Here's some fresh snow melt water. Straight from the source. Starting to get views of Horseshoe Meadows. Smells pretty good here. I think these are onions starting to grow. Coming up to Horseshoe Meadows. So this hike is maybe not the most dramatic scenery of anywhere I've gone, but it was really great for early season. Let's see if there's some rocks to hop across here. Coming up to the junction where I started my loop. So I started to the right going to Cottonwood Pass and just came out Trail Pass. And then heading this way. Hiker parking. Just about back at the parking lot. Thanks for coming along on my trip, and I'll see you on the next one.